So recently someone commented whether we know enough about martial arts, and not so many people actually know that I've been practicing martial arts for the past 20 years in some shape or form. I started in my early teenage years. I did 4 years of Taekwondo. I reached the blue belt level and just learned to throw very nice and controlled kicks. From there on, I moved towards to boxing, and this was of course totally different because in Taekwondo you don't really throw punches, so I started to learn these boxing techniques. I also got experience in boxing sparring, but this was relatively shortly lived because I was a little bit afraid of getting brain damage and didn't want to take the risk at that time. So then I moved on to a martial art that actually was very, in a way, low impact and was not at all fight oriented. This was the Brazilian martial art called Capoeira. I did 2 years of it. I really loved it. It really developed my body further. My name, Capoeira name was Spring, because I was so elastic and springy in my movements. So during these times I also started to do Thai boxing and Muay Thai, which was again completely different. This was very like hard impact, with full contact, kicking and punching. And this was like first experience with the Muay Thai during these times. I really loved it, the practical abilities of that. So then I have a little bit of phase where I don't do martial arts. I was just focusing on my foundation, building my physique with movement training, with athletic training methods. And after a couple of years, I felt like now I have built this foundation. I built all these new attributes. Now I can make a comeback into the martial arts and see what I can do. So I started to train MMA in Finland. And this was basically striking, wrestling, grappling. I was first time doing wrestling and really understood the importance of that as well, and how just demanding it actually is for the body. A lot of good sparring experience again, and quite hard as well, like some black eyes, some sore jaws, even a popped knee during a submission, but that's all good now. So moving on from here, I wanted to still take my Muay Thai and Thai boxing levels also further, and with Samuli together we flew to Bangkok on a 2-week Muay Thai camp where we trained every single day, twice a day, very intense training, and probably one of the most intense physical experiences I've ever had in my life. So after this, I still continue with my MMA practices and even Muay Thai practices. We go to Russia. I trained there for about 2 months with these Russian MMA fighters. Very, very tough and intense classes. Also kind of feels like you're on a kind of fighting camp. Really gets you into this fighting shape. I was also recognized there because of my online presence, and I was asked to actually teach an MMA class there and showcase some of my methods because they are very, very well suited for martial artists and all, for all kinds of athletes actually. So after this MMA, Muay Thai, like hard sparring experiences, I kind of transferred more into the ancient arts and traditional martial arts. So I started to practice Qigong and Kung Fu. In total, I was 4 times in Taiwan training with the Grandmaster Jiang Yushan, who is also the former combatant instructor for the Special Forces of Taiwan. So very unique person who also had a competitive experience in martial arts. With him, of course, the Qigong, I practiced the many methods there, but also I got to learn Monkey Kung Fu, I got to learn Xinyi, Monkey Xinyi, Hanuman boxing, of course, self-defense techniques, even catch wrestling, and the hard and bone methods of hardening every single area and limb of your body for fighting. So this was a very unique experience that I think made me a much complete martial artist together with this internal approach as well. So coming more towards the present day, I've also continued my practices here in Dubai. A lot of boxing, a lot of Muay Thai, a lot of the striking practices. I also had an intense phase of wrestling, but now I've been mostly focusing on the striking, and I've been able to actually had the privilege really to train and spar with professional and amateur fighters here, which has again showed me a total new level of really dedication and training and abilities that these people have. So I've actually taken it here so seriously that we've had, both me and Samuli, we've had a personal world-class striking coach teaching us regularly, and person who has, for example, trained Zabit Nurmagomedov and other professional fighters. I think this has really been able to refine my striking abilities and just get a much better touch on my body in regards to the fighting. So this is really an ongoing journey. I'm still learning constantly. I'm also trying to get new knowledge from martial arts all the time. And I'm not saying, Definitely don't know everything that there is about martial arts, but I feel I've gotten a very unique insight due to this background of combining these ancient arts together with this more like a mainstream fighting approach, getting a good insight on that, and to be able to give my 2 cents on some of the martial arts subjects that are out there. So that is my, in short, my 20 years long background and history with the martial arts. That's it. Let's all keep training, let's all keep refining our craft, our abilities, and let's keep our eyes open to learn new things. Take care, guys, and stay strong.